And the last fight that we're going to cover,
Steve Cantwell versus Vladimir Matychenko.
Vladimir is obviously he's a seasoned vet, strong as an ox.
Beast strong, as you said.
Beast strong. Really good sort of like wrestling.
Well, I don't know if he was ever in the Olympics, but he's that kind of level wrestler.
And he hits hard. And well, that says it all. He can wrestle
But
and he hits hard.
He's old. He's 38 now. I know he's fought again all over the world, but I think he was fighting in UFC when it was like UFC 33, UFC 40. Arlovsky's beat him, Tito Ortiz has beat him. This Steve Cantwell, he's quite a young guy. He's lost his last 2 fights. I think the UFC are trying to get him back on the road to victory, and they've gave him the old beast.
Beast and old Matychenko all the way. He's getting experience, power, and also just a wee bit of hunger being back in the UFC.
Well, there you go. I think Steve Cantwell lost his last 2 fights. He's got something severely to prove. He'll be training hard. I know not a lot about him, but I forgot his name, but I'm still going to back him at the hilt.
So there you go. You can see with the picks, Vladimir Matychenko and
Steve Cantwell, I think that's his name.
All the other picks that we've had, there's a lot of variety.
Oh, there's been a lot of variety in fights. There's a few people with them all right. There's a lot of people with a lot of wrong ones.
Yeah.
We want get your picks in.
And the guy who won the first book got 3 out of 4 wrong on the first pick.
One, then dominated the next one.
Dominated the next one and then won. So you can win the book. These are real prizes.
We can't win the book. We're just doing it for bragging rights.
I'm pretty rubbish at the picks, but Mark's at the top. It's always the muscle move's always at the top, and the books are real. And we post them anywhere in the world. That competition anywhere in the world. Look at that.
It's a good nick as well. That isn't something that's been in somebody's toilet. That's a proper fucking new.
Or in their back pocket.
As we heard, some other shows are trying to dish out books that have been with no cover and in someone's back pocket.
Is there a bit of rumour to go with Matt Hughes now we're on the Matt
Well,
Hughes?
I think the reason we're obviously giving the Matt Hughes book away is we're linking it to his comeback fight, I think, which is March or April against Renzo Gracie, which I think will be quite interesting.
Awesome, absolutely awesome to see 2
veterans, old dudes.
Veterans, but at the same time pioneers and
definitely
all that sort of positive stuff that goes with
I think that's going to happen in Abu Dhabi. I think they're trying to market that. They're going to go down the road of, well, first of all, Matt Hughes has already beat a Gracie. Renzo Gracie's already fought. Pat Miletich beat him. Matt Hughes, Matt Serra, that kind of thing. They're going down that road with it, try and promote it. First fight in Abu Dhabi. Well, first UFC fight in Abu Dhabi. I think it's good for Matt Hughes. He is my hero, but I wouldn't like to see him in his kind of twilight of his career getting thrown to the dogs, which tends to happen.
Some young up and coming guy who's got 20 more techniques to
exactly, who's learning new techniques as opposed to Matt Hughes or other aging fighters. Chuck Liddell probably the same. Just goes into a gym 8 weeks before a fight, trains, then forgets about it, and then comes back to it. It's good for the likes of Matt Hughes. The same will be with the Frank Trigg, Matt Serra fight. These will be interesting competitive fights.
If they're against somebody of the same era.
Exactly, which could bring us on to the Tito Ortiz, Chuck Liddell coaches.
It's a big thing, them 2 being the coaches. I'm actually quite disappointed by the fact that they're going to be the coaches. Obviously it's great for marketing, but there's so many fabulously, potentially gifted guys that could be doing that coaching that we've never seen before, and that's the main thing.
It would launch their careers. To be fair, I've spoken about it in the show before. Chuck Liddell, a lot of people love him, but I've said it before, he's been spoon-fed grapplers for years and he was knocking them all out. His fall for grace came when he had to fight a couple of strikers. He just got knocked out.
And he fell.
He fell, and he kept falling. Every time he get back up, he fell again. So they're back down the road there. Let's give Chuck another grappler. It's getting boring now.
I think as soon as you say the Chuck Liddell spoon-fed, and we've talked about this before, it is so evident when you see it right in front of you and you think, the UFC. What other good rumours do we got, Mark? We've got some good rumours.
Well, talking about UFC, the last pay-per-views for UFC 107, which I thought was a great card.
Fantastic
620,000 pay-per-views. That's obviously America. And that's seemingly quite good. I don't think UFC's 108 is going to get anywhere near that. Even though it's the kind of supposed New Year card, a lot of other fight companies try to put their New Year card out. It's the extravaganza. Talking of New Year extravaganzas, Japan, K1, Dream.
Well, they've all combined together. You've got Dream, World Victory Road, and K1 putting on a major thing that has an Inoki title fight.
You get the Super Hulk.
You get the Super Hulk title fight, or Super Hulk title, the tournament finale.
Ah, yeah, okay.
You've got one of the greatest Japanese K1 and sort of striking fighters ever, Masato versus Andy Suarez, and he's a Go Fast sponsored guy. We might be able to get a question and answers with Andy Suarez here exclusively with the MMA show.
So if you have any questions for him, get them in. We'll try and get them asked.
And we'll get them asked.
They will be, whether they're answered or no, we're not sure, but we're hoping for it. He's meant to be a cool guy, tough as nails.
Oh, Dutch, and so I say Dutch. There's Overeem's on that versus Fujita, and Overeem can't defend his Strikeforce title, but he can fight in K1 and he can fight in the New Year Dream versus World Victory Roads.
Are you hinting at the old?
Have you seen him lately? His muscles are huge. Like,
no, they can't be as good as these guns, can it be?
Well, that's evident, Mark. That's evident. You know, the muscle moles. Not called the muscle mole.
For nothing.
Right.
It's not like a name that was made up somebody's couch. Falls in battle.
But his biceps are huge, and like, everything just looks wrongly like a
disproportion to
like a showman wrestler kind of muscles. So I'm reckoning that's why he's not been fighting in the US.
Talking of big muscly guys, who's your weightlifter? I'm not talking about Jeff Capes, somebody that watched the last one.
Mariusz Pudzianowski.
Linked with fighting Fedor's little brother or Bob Sapp?
I think Alexander Emelianenko versus Mariusz Pudzianowski would be suicide for Pudzianowski.
Because he gets done like a turkey.
Yeah. Again, he's Alexander, obviously he's an Emelianenko, he's a Sambo guy, he would just take him at the ground.
Or let him take it, vice versa, let himself be taken down and tap him.
Whereas Bob Sapp,
big guy, cries when he gets hit. He's great.
I think it'd be funny, the Bob Sapp thing, because obviously he's strong, but he's no Pudzianowski strong.
No, nobody's
Pudzianowski strong, but maybe Jeff Capes.
Well, Jeff Capes in his day.
But that would be fantastic. I think it's also really good to see these other top of the food chain athletes crossing over to MMA and coming in and giving it a whirl. But at the end of the day, lifting cars for 10 years ain't a substitute for rolling Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or Sambo or all these sort of things.
Plus it's got to take its toll as well on joints and whatnot, that sort of lifting, although it's probably good to watch on the TV, but it's no long lasting. That isn't good for your body doing that sort of stuff, so
that's for sure.
Let's see how it gets on.
I think they have like ripped biceps and all that sort of stuff, or their biceps get ripped off when the weight's too much. There's a couple of guys at the strongman, like
their ass is fucking moving.
arses and their calf muscles ripped and stuff, and it's like
it's wrong. It's wrong.
I said so Brock Lesnar could be back in the summer, and
I want him to crush Frank Mir so much.
I'm sending a lot of love to Brock Lesnar at the minute. I usually take the piss out of the old dagger on the chest and stuff.
Cock,
the dagger. But
it's back to the dagger.
I'm now sending him all my love and
get well soon.
We're with you, Brock. Get well and come back and smash that cock, Mia.
Who's Mir supposed to be fighting? Mir's?
Randy Couture. No, he was supposed to be fighting Mia.
Big dude.
Carwin.
That's who's getting lined up with.
That could be good. I hope Carwin smashes him.
Punches him in the head, falls down.
And just keeps on punching him in the head.
Let it run a while. Have we any other gossip? Any other?
Some sort of things. We've done our competition. John
subscribe.
Jones.
Subscribe.
You can only enter these competitions. That's you winning the Go Fast thing or the book if you're actually subscribed. And you just put your comments there. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to build up the channel, you know what I mean? So if you any positive feedback or any constructive feedback...
We're up for it. Anything that makes the channel better. We're up for that. Saying that we're tossers.
Yeah.
True, but it's not going to help.
Yeah, we are like you. Internet hard men are just internet hard men, okay? That's all you're going to be. So if you want to say we're fucking wankers, cunts and bastards, go for it. But looking for constructive feedback, and so that we can get more sponsorship, then we can send out more goodies to use people.
The more sponsorship we get, the more gear you get. We're passing it all on, we're not keeping any gear for ourselves. We're fucking dressing like tramps here. You're getting all the good shit. I think on that note,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Good luck to your man.
What man?
Dutch dude, go fast.
Oh, Andy Sears,
Good luck to him.